Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 10 of the FIFA 18 Halftime Road to Glory. And before we get into this episode, guys, I just want to apologize for the lack of videos over the past couple of days. I've been extremely busy, but we're coming back to you with episode 10, and this is going to be the FIFA 18, our first ever weekend league. And we're going to see how we do. We're going to see how we compete within the weekend league. Can we get gold or elite? That is our aim. And yeah, let's get straight into this. Now, one of the SBCs required some Spanish league players, and they had to be like all linked up with their own nation. I managed to sell on my Geis for 5k right there, and then I sold on another one for 500 coins, and that was just beautiful trading at its finest right there. So we made 4.5k from that approximately, and we also got a 25k pack. In this pack, of course, we're pretty much not going to get anyone. We get a Serbi, the centre back, who does not have that much pace at all. So not really going to be too important to our team or the development of our team. But you guys can see we're progressing nicely through squad battles, and I can tell you right now that we did get Elite 1 in squad battles, and we are going to open our Elite 1 squad battles at the end of this episode. On top of that, I decided to pick up the Inform El Shaarawy. I saw him going for 37k. I thought he'd be a decent upgrade, and also he's got 81 shooting up from 75. A plus 6 in shooting is going to be extremely important going into this weekend league. He's also got upgraded pace, and then I also tried to use Papu Gomez, but because he's 5'5", he wasn't really working for me as a striker, so I ended up selling him on for a loss. But I also tried to use Belotti, and Belotti is phenomenal, guys. You guys must try this guy. I picked him for 8.6. I believe he's down to about 6 or 5k right now. And with the Hawk chemistry style, he is lethal. His strength, his height, his 5-star weak foot just makes him so good on the ball. And he was just such a good player to have. So I really would recommend him. But let's get straight into some weekend league games. I'm going to show you a few games from the start of the weekend league and a few games from the end of the weekend league, and you guys can see how I progress throughout the weekend league. And I must say, when we start off weekend league, we start firing, but as soon as I hit that 5th game, man, it becomes a whole nother level of challenge, man. I don't know what it is. I feel like once you play 5 games, you get ranked into a bracket, and as soon as you get ranked into a bracket, you're up against those top tier players if you go 5-0, and that's what normally I get. You can see here that Inform El Shaarawy tearing it up for us. He's been doing phenomenally. He's got 2 goals already in this match, a nice little finesse shot around the keeper, and it was very nice. Unfortunately for us, the ball gets whipped in by Mata, and Gabriel Jesus finishes that with his right foot, top corner from a corner. Phenomenal shot from Gabriel Jesus, and I did make a nice little bit of profit on Gabriel Jesus because AA9 Skills dropped a video which temporarily boosted his price up, so I was happy I offloaded him then. But however, guys, this game was pretty much all us. Lukaku sending in a nice little ball there to Bonaventura, into Banasha, into Bernardeschi, into El Shaarawy, back to Bernardeschi, and Bernardeschi's able to make it 3-1, pretty much sealing up the game there. But there's going to be one more goal, and I believe it is from my opponent. I could be wrong in that. It was either 3-2 or 4-1 the final score. It was from our opponents. And Gabriel Jesus is going to do a nice little bit of work there. Bakayoko into Gabriel Jesus, and straight off the kickoff, he's going to make it 3-2. And that's going to be the end of the first match. But we're going to win it 3-2, guys. Our first game in Weekend League, and we get the W, which is very important because we want to get some momentum going into this weekend league. That is very important. Now, I'd want to talk a bit about the whole weekend league and the patch that just happened, because I don't know if it's the caliber of players or it's the game itself, but the game doesn't feel the way like it used to. I used to be able to shoot from a lot more different positions. I feel like AI defending is back, which is really irritating. A nice little finish there from Gabriel Jesus. But the amount of blocks that both me and my opponent were performing against shots is ridiculous. It's stupid how many blocks that Smalling, Bailly, Rojo, Van Dijk, Manolas, all these sort of players are making. And it's like they fly out of nowhere, and suddenly, for some weird reason, they just get a foot out where they normally would not get in the pre-patch update. And I just feel like it's a bit unfair, because normally it's these higher tier players. I'm talking about the Boatengs, the Chiellinis I'm coming up against, and man, they're just blocking everything I'm trying to do. And a lot of the problems I had with this weekend league was not the fact that I was the worst player. In most games, I was actually the better player. But I would have to say that the team honestly carried a lot of players. Our first loss that we're going to take is going to be a 1-0 loss to someone who has a stat boosted Henry, and Henry is the only person who's going to get the goal in that match. To be fair, that was actually a very even match, and the stats are not going to reflect it because he's just going to sprint down the field every single time and try and get some goals. But I had to work my ass off to try and get behind his defense, and I just really could not. And I feel like a lot of opponents can just now step back a lot, and they don't have to play into you anymore because the AI defending pretty much, I feel, is back. But that's just my honest opinion, but that's not outside of FUT Champs. So I'm going to have to play a lot of games outside of FUT Champs, see how really this is going to work, and see how we're going to go into the rest of the year. Because if AI defending and all that other stuff is going to be back, then I'm not sure if it's going to be as enjoyable, but we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. I mean, like, regardless, we're going to have to play these weekend league games, and we're going to get the rewards. This match was an insane team. Marcel Desailly, Puyol, Mbappe, Martial, Dembele, what a phenomenal team. However, guys, I believe we demolished this opponent. I can't remember the score exactly, but you can see some nice little passing play right there. Back and forth, Matuidi into El Shaarawy, and nice little double tap across the keeper there to make it 1-0. And just, it's all about passing in this game. I feel like the people who really abuse passing and just shield the ball and maintain possession really have an advantage here. So I want to try and manipulate my gameplay to really feel that way. Bernardeschi doing some nice little work there. He's able to finesse that to the bottom corner to make it 2-0. And yeah, I don't know what it was about this weekend league, guys, but I did start off being 10-3, and then I went on a massive loss streak, and then I brought it back, so it's alright, it's alright. But my opponent there is going to get a rebound goal. This is the only goal he scores within this match. He's going to make it 2-1, and I don't know what that celebration is, but it's kind of a bit irritating. Every opponent seems to do it. I don't know why, but it's kind of like the new dab for me. I'm just getting a bit tilted when I see that. I don't know what it is, but gotta really get that out of my head. Same with there's one other one, and it's the one where they slide and then run on the floor. I don't know why those two irritate me, but they irritate me more than the dab, I have to say. But getting back into it, but I believe that's Bonaventura making it 3-1 there. Very, very tidy finish, and that is pretty much how the game is going to wrap up. We're going to get another goal right here. Khedira sending the ball across to Bonaventura, and El Shaarawy once again just finding that open space, and he's able to tuck that one home. Again, the in-form El Shaarawy proving that he is worth the money, and he was actually a phenomenal card. I must say that I really, really enjoyed using his card this year, this week, and the in-form El Shaarawy is absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, 68% possession against 32%. That's what you got to do against the people who have these Marcel Desaillys, the Puyols, all these incredible teams. As you can see right there, that is the team right there with the stat boosted Henry. And he was going to get one goal in this match, and I'm going to show you the goal right now. You can see the stats were relatively even, but the one goal that he gets is yeah, it's a good goal, don't get me wrong, but it was just like one of those goals where I'm just like, Joe Hart, how are you not saving that, man? It's literally directly at you, and his hands just kind of tilt down, and it flies into the back of the net, and it's just like, no, what can you do about that? What can you do about that? But besides that, I mean, a very, very even game. This is another team that we managed to face up with in Weekend League. You can see Bale, Ronaldo, Del Piero, Ruud Gullit. What the heck? How does people have teams like this early on? I get cash is a thing, and man, it's a phenomenal how many people have so many great teams. I came up against a full icon team as well. As you can see right here, we're going to be completing some weekly objectives, and this was just playing through FUT Champs and getting these weekly objectives. It was rather easy, so I must say this was very, very helpful FUT Champs to get these weekly objectives. And you can see we're building back up our coins. We're already back up to 57,000 coins, and right here we're selling Gabriel Jesus for 56.5k. His price went up about 5k due to AA9 Skills video, so I offloaded him, and we were almost done with our games at that point. Also, on top of that, I'm going to sell on Van Dijk. I did like him, but I feel like Koscielny, Smalling, who's the other dude? There's one other dude, Kyren. Kyren is going to be pretty much on the same point as him, but yeah, I don't know what it was. I didn't really wasn't really feeling it with Van Dijk, so I decided to offload him for some profit, and that was very, very nice. This game right here against Notorious Bird 25, I played against him a lot of times. He's probably been in the top leagues quite a bit. I see him there every single week, and man, this was a tough game. We managed to make it 2-0 here, but you saw the team that he has. He has Roger Nainggolan, Vidal, Tolisso, a lot of good players, and the problem for us was we just did not have the stamina on our team. I tried to bring in Matuidi, I tried to bring in all of these other different players. However, guys, Papu Gomez, he brings him on. He's going to make it 2-1 right there, and very, very tidy little finish there. And then in the 90th minute, he's going to make it 2-2 with the same shot from Papu Gomez, and I'm just like, oh no, that's not what we want. At this point in the game, I can tell you right now that this game really didn't affect our results with the ranking, so it doesn't really mean too much. And right there, he's going to make it 3-2 in the 92nd minute, and he's going to win the game off that. As you can see, rather balanced stats. He probably had a bit more stats in the end just due to the stamina of his players, and this is what's going to affect it. The higher rated players are going to give you more stamina. They're going to give you more capability to win more matches. However, guys, we are going to finish with 27 wins and 13 losses. I honestly think that's phenomenal for the start of the year. 27 wins for the start of the year is unbelievable, and considering that we were coming up against full legend teams with Ronaldo, teams with R9, teams with Henry, teams like that with Nainggolan and stuff like that, I think we've done a pretty good job. So I'm happy with 27 wins. At the time of playing this, I would be furiated with 27 wins, just because of the how many like chances I was getting blocked and denied by Lloris and De Gea. But yeah, unfortunately for that, you just saw our 15k pack that we get for getting the Ronaldo edition, and right here we got Elite 1 in squad battles, and this is pretty much going to be the end of the episode, guys. We're wrapping up right here. We get the Fursan Nations kit, and I'm actually going to put this as our away kit, and later on in the video you're going to see me put Roma as our home kit. Two very nice kits, and I honestly think it's going to be very nice to change up the kits for a bit. And on top of that, we're also going to open our 2 mega packs. Our first one's going to contain an 83 rated player. I saw a Spanish and goalkeeper. I was thinking, De Gea, please, but it's not. It's Casillas. It's Casillas. So Casillas is going to go straight into the club. Same with Thorgan Hazard. I didn't even realize he was a right forward, and we actually pack it in the same pack later down the road. A duplicate Danny Rose is going to sell for 12k, and you guys are going to see that sell. So that's very nice. Our second mega pack is going to be a decent player, another flash, another boards down. It's going to be the Brazilian striker in the name of Roberto Firmino, and I actually think I might slot him into the team instead of Diouf in replace of Gabriel Jesus. So I think Firmino has phenomenal stats as a cam, and I'm actually going to play a 4-1-2-1-2. I found the 4-1-2-1-2 very, very effective this early on, so I'm going to put Salah at the left striker, Son at the right striker, and Roberto Firmino at the cam, and then of course Bakayoko, Lallana, and what's his face, Emre Can at the center midfield. And I'll change that in game if Roberto Firmino is not working for me as a striker, but I really wanted to try him out. He's going for about 23k, so that's alright. And then right here, Salah manages to score 2 goals in a 2-1 win against, I believe, Congo, and his price is shot up to 311k on bid right there, you guys can see. So we have a lot of profit to make. I don't know whether to sell him or to keep him at this point. I believe I'm going to sell him if he goes above 400 right before the Team of the Week gets released, and I might sell him at the Team of the Week's release and then buy him back afterwards. But that's how it's going to end up for this video, guys. We managed to finish Gold 1. We got some pretty decent rewards. We're up to 200,000 coins. Our team is looking good. Next episode, we're going to go into the Dele Alli squad battle, and we're going to try and beat that, and then we're also going to do a whole bunch more stuff. Hopefully you guys are excited for the next episode. If you did enjoy this episode, don't forget to smash a thumbs up, drop a subscribe down below, and leave a comment down below telling me how you did in Weekend League, or if you haven't qualified, go ahead and qualify. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next FIFA 18 Road to Glory episode. See you later.